Have you ever said this? I just don't have enough time. We all have, but what if what if it's a complete lie we tell ourselves? Today we're going to tear that idea apart and discover a powerful mindset shift that proves you have all the time you'll ever need. Let's dive in.
Look, this whole thing starts with a really uncomfortable truth. And honestly, it's one of those ideas that might sting a little bit at first. But I want you to stick with me, because getting this is the absolute first step to taking back control of your day and your life.
Does this feel familiar? You wake up, your brain is already running 1,000,000 miles an hour, and you're thinking, man, if I just had like 2 extra hours today, I could finally start that side hustle or get to the gym or, just breathe for a second. It's this constant nagging feeling that you're always just a little bit behind. And that feeling, it all came to a head for me one day. I was complaining to a friend, just completely overwhelmed, and I said the classic line, "Dude, I am drowning. I have 0 time. I seriously need a 30-hour day." I was so convinced the problem was the clock. And then my friend, who's way too smart for his own good, just looks at me and asks this ridiculously simple question. It didn't even seem related. I thought he was changing the subject. But this one little question, it was about to blow my whole argument to pieces. I think I actually laughed out loud. I was so sure of how busy I was. I just kind of waved my hand and threw out a number. An hour, maybe? I had no idea. It was a total guess, and I was completely disconnected from where my minutes were actually disappearing. So he tells me to open my phone's settings and check the screen time. And there it was. It wasn't 1 hour. It was 5. 5 full hours. Just gone. Scrolling through things I wouldn't remember, watching videos that meant nothing. The number just sat there staring at me. The craziest thing about that moment was the feeling. It was like I had caught a thief red-handed, But the thief was me. I was the one stealing hours from my own life and then having the nerve to complain that I was broke. And that's when it just clicked. My problem was never a lack of time. It was a lack of priorities, just brilliantly disguised as a time problem. And that's the bitter truth. We use being busy as an excuse to avoid the hard work of deciding what actually matters. And this totally busts the myth we all tell ourselves, right? We think that other more successful people have some secret time machine or something. They don't. We all get the exact same 24 hours. The real difference isn't about being some super disciplined robot. It's about a fundamental shift in how you think about time itself. So this brings us to the core of it all. To get out of that I don't have time trap, you have to completely rewire your brain. You don't find time, you have to create it. And here's exactly what that means. Time isn't this passive thing that just happens to you. It's an active thing you control. You create an hour of free time, not by some magic trick, but by making a conscious choice to not do something else. By saying no to scrolling, no to that show you don't even like, no to that meeting that could have been an email. So, to really see this in action, I did this experiment that was, frankly, kind of painful. A full 1-week time audit. I wrote down everything. By day 3, I started seeing these weird patterns of what I now call polished procrastination. Stuff that looks productive, like organizing your desktop for an hour, but it's really just avoiding the real work. By the end of that week, the data was just staring me in the face. I was throwing away hours on things that gave me absolutely nothing back. And that realization leads to the single most powerful way to think about this. We have to start treating our time with the exact same seriousness and respect that we treat our money. Because time isn't just time, it's the literal currency of your life. I mean, just look at this. It's absolutely ridiculous when you see it laid out like this, right? With money, we're careful. We think before we spend it. We ask, is this purchase worth it? But with our time, our most valuable, non-renewable asset, we just hand it over to anybody, to any app, to any distraction, without even thinking twice. So this becomes your new filter. This is the question you have to ask. Before you give your attention to anything, a notification, a TV show, a request from someone, you ask this brutal, honest question. Because you're not trading an hour, you are trading a piece of your life that you will never ever get back. Is the trade worth it? Okay, so we've got the mindset down. But a mindset without action is just a nice thought, right? So how do we actually turn this into a real system that works? Let's talk about the action plan that flips this whole game on its head. It's called the Priority First Method. It's super simple. Step 1, you write down what actually truly matters to you. Your big goals, key relationships, your health. Then, and this is the game changer, you put those things on your calendar first. They become appointments you cannot break. Everything else, all the random stuff, has to fit in the little gaps that are left. And if it doesn't fit, it's gone. Simple as that.
And let me tell you, the results are stunning. After just 1 month of doing this, that big project I've been putting off for ages was finally done. I was exercising consistently. And here's the wildest part. I actually felt like I had more free time than before, because all the junk that was cluttering up my days was just gone.
Now, this isn't just about my story. This is a direct challenge to you. I really want you to see this for yourself, because feeling it happen is 1,000 times more powerful than just hearing me talk about it. So here's your mission, if you choose to accept it. For 1 week, just 7 days, track where your time actually goes. And you have to promise me you'll be brutally, uncomfortably honest. Write it all down. The mindless scrolling, the channel surfing, the 5 times you checked the fridge hoping new food would appear. Everything. Then, at the end of that week, I want you to look at that log and ask yourself this really big question. Because how you spend your hours, that is quite literally how you are spending your life. That piece of paper isn't just a schedule. It's a snapshot of who you are right now. Do you like the picture? And this really brings us to the final, most empowering idea of all. You don't need more time. You just need to stop giving your time away to things that don't deserve it. You already have enough. You just need to claim it.
So start today. Start treating every single hour like the precious, limited resource it is. Protect it, guard it, and start investing it, piece by piece, into building the life you actually want to live.
Hey, if this was a good investment of your time, do me a favor and hit that like button and subscribe for more. And now, I really want to know. Drop a comment below and tell me the #1 time waster you are officially cutting from your life this week. Let's do this together. Thanks for watching.